Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and I'm here today to film my 18 products in 2018 project pan. So 18 products that I want to use up. And this is kind of like an intro slash update. I actually started the project at the beginning of January on my Instagram account before I decided to film YouTube videos. So I'm very new to YouTube, but I do want to show you guys the products that I am planning to use up, and some that do actually have a little bit of progress on them already, and some that I've actually used up completely, so it's kind of awesome. And if you are wondering, no, I did not go crazy with the blush today. I'm actually so hot right now. I feel like I'm melting, so I'm rocking a little 80s blush look, I guess. So I guess we'll just jump into the products. I've got a bunch of them marked and where the progress was from where I started, so I guess I'll start with the ones that I have marked on paper. So first one here is the e.l.f. lip exfoliator in the shade flavor brown sugar, and I found like this was super hard to use up because it's kind of messy and like it's not really convenient to ever use a lip exfoliator, but someone else mentioned on YouTube to actually put it in your shower, and once I put it in my shower, like I have no problem using it up, so I have huge progress on this. It was pretty much new when I put it in this project. So here's a product here, and like basically it's like a lipstick shape, and then there's kind of like some grainy sugar sand type of exfoliating particles in it. So it's just right here, and you can see the line where I started and then where I am now to the plastic part. So I think it's just gonna be like a few more uses and this will probably be gone. And like I said, I have no problem using it, so I think it'll be no problem to work that one out of my collection. Next thing I've got here is the Estee Edit Pore Vanishing Stick, which is like a primer stick that's supposed to kind of minimize your pores. Mine's just a deluxe sample size. I got it in a Sephora Favorites kit, I think beginning of last summer, so not a whole lot of product in it to begin with, but I have made some good progress on it. So here's my piece of paper here, and it kind of looks like I marked it wrong, but I marked it from the plastic piece on here, and the plastic piece actually goes up kind of high. It's like right up to here, so you can see I've definitely made some good progress on this. I do really like it. I think it does, like it really smooths out the skin and blurs the pores, but Estee Edit is actually no longer a line. I guess it's been discontinued by Estee Lauder, so won't be able to buy it anymore, so glad I don't like it too much. Next I've got the Rimmel liner in, it's called Rimmel Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner in the shade 018 Addiction. And on my skin it was actually kind of like a mauve-y color, even though it doesn't really look that way in the tube. And I used this up completely. I actually ended up using it to line the lips and then actually fill the lips in completely, which I only did that because I was trying to use it up, because I found like it's a retractable liner and chunks would break off, and it was super annoying. So I used it up pretty quick because the chunks were breaking off, but so you can see the line there is where I started, and I measured it right from the bottom. So it's completely gone now, and I don't miss it. I wouldn't recommend it because the chunks are breaking off. It's super annoying. Next up, this is probably the oldest thing I have in my collection, which it's actually not that old, maybe a year and a half, but I was really never into makeup until recently. I used to live in northern Canada, and I never wore a lot of makeup up there. I kind of just wore like mascara, lip balm, maybe like a powder, and that would be it. So it's only recently, most of my products are pretty new, like within a year and a half. I went a little crazy with YouTube and the Sephora orders. So this is, I guess I should tell you what it is. It's the Rimmel Scandalize Eyeshadow Stick Crayon, and it's in the shade 011 Bluffing. It's like a taupe color. And you can see I marked it wrong there, but this is the actual one from where the color is there. So haven't used a whole lot of it up, but it's super pigmented, so you don't need a whole lot. I usually will just put it on the eyes and then like blend it out in the crease for like a quick kind of one shade look. But I posted it on my Instagram if you want to check me out there. It's Makeup Panner. I posted a picture of this. A huge chunk is actually coming out of here. I don't know if I'll be able to show you right now because I kind of wedged it back in, but a huge chunk actually came out. So I'm trying to use that piece up as much as I can, but eventually I'm gonna have to sharpen that down, and it's gonna go pretty quickly, I think, once I sharpen it like that. So shouldn't be too long to work that one out. And the last one on my sheet of paper here is the Marc Jacobs Highliner, which is an eyeliner in the shade Blacker. And it's just a deluxe sample size. It's a black shade, so I want to work it out of my collection. I had one of these before, and I find they do dry up not pretty quickly, but once they dry up, they're really not the best to use. So I want to work it out of my collection before it dries up. So, got some water on the page, but you can see where I started and the line for where I am now. So not a whole lot left. Shouldn't take too long to use that one up. So that's all the stuff that we have progress on my paper here. And then I'll just kind of randomly go through the rest of the products that I have. And some of these are going to definitely be harder to use. Some of them don't have any progress on them yet. So I guess I'll show you those first. So I've got a Mario Badescu Skincare facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. And I did put a mark on there, but it is actually brand new. I've only used it maybe once, twice. I was working on Milani Make It Last setting spray, so I've actually just finished that one up. So now that that's gone, I think I'll be able to work on this a bit more. And I definitely want to get some use out of this before the summer. I think once summer comes, this might be a little bit too dewy for my skin. So yeah, we'll see if we can make some progress on that for the next update. Another thing I've got here is the Marcel Flawless Skin Fusion Foundation in the shade Nude Beige. And you can see the line where I started there, and this is actually where I am now. So I've made some good progress on this since I put it in this project. I don't think it'll take too long for me to work this out of my collection. I've been trying to work on some of my more full coverage foundations during the colder months, so I haven't really been reaching for this one as much as I'd like to. It's a very kind of light coverage, your skin but better type formula, so I do really love it. It's probably my favorite foundation, but I was trying to work through some of the more full coverage stuff just because I know I won't reach for that in the summer when it's super hot out. So that's that one. Good progress there. Another foundation that I've got in there is just a deluxe sample size. I think I got it with a Sephora order promo code. It's Too Faced Born This Way Absolute Perfection Foundation in the shade Light Beige. It just looks like that. You can't tell how much is left in this because it's like an airless pump type of packaging. And I haven't reached for this one at all since I put it in this project. It's a bit too dark for me in the winter, so once it warms up and I get a bit of a tan, I'll definitely be reaching for that one, and I don't think it'll take long to work that out of my collection, my little collection. Concealer-wise, I've got the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser, and it's in the neutralizer shade, and it looks like that. Pretty much everyone on YouTube sees these, has talked about these. I've seen so many people panning them. So when I actually put it in, I don't know if you can see the line, but I was right here, and I've actually used that up completely. I just finished it like 3 or 4 days ago, so that one's done, which is awesome. So I think that's what, two whole products that I've got finished so far, so well on the way. I've also got a primer here. I've got the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer in Radiance, and it was actually completely full when I put it into this project, so I put a line here where it kind of was, but I'm actually down to here now, and it's just a deluxe sample size again, so don't think it's going to be too hard to work that one out of my collection. Should have it done in the next couple months. I've actually got it probably in less than that, probably in a week or two. I've actually got it in another project, so I've been kind of trying to focus on it, but sometimes I'm really lazy and I don't use primer. Another thing here, I've got Benefit Ka-Brow in the shade 2. This guy right here. I really love this stuff. I think it's awesome. But it's kind of bulky, and I travel a lot, so I kind of don't use it as often because I find it kind of bulky. Sorry, there's a hair in front of me. But because I find it kind of bulky, I don't use it too often when I'm traveling, so I want to make some good progress on that. And the lighting's kind of bad, but you can kind of see there's a really good dip in there, and then I've kind of been working on this one side of it, so yeah, that's where I am with that. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to use this up in a year. I mean, there's a lot of product in one of these, and I saw recently on Sephora that they actually have a mini size now, which I think would be a lot better than this because I don't know how I'm going to use this up before it goes bad. So that's that. I've got 2 face powders and you can't really see progress on them right now. I've got the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Talc-Free Mineral Loose Powder in the shade Buff Beige. And I put a mark on it. I have been actually using this product. This is what it looks like. I have actually been using it, but you get so much powder in here. You get actually 14 grams. So there was my starting line, and I had, like I said, I have used it, but you can't really see a whole lot of change yet. So definitely gonna take a while to use that up. I love this powder. I actually have used up a full one of it before, so no complaints there, but it will take a while for sure. And then the other face powder I have is this one. It's the Dermablend Professional Intense Powder Camo in the shade Ivory 0C. And I don't like this at all. And I think the powder itself, so this is what it looks like. I think the powder itself is actually kind of nice. I don't know if you can see, I kind of have a little bit of a dip in it, but not much. And I haven't been reaching for it really because I don't like it. The powder itself is nice, but the shade doesn't match me. I'm not ivory, and I actually got shade matched by someone, and I don't think the lighting was very good, so it makes me look like ghostly, like I'm almost like ashy, like I'm kind of really pale and dead, so not a huge fan of that. I have been trying to use it more in the winter months, so I have been trying to work on it to try to, you know, get some use out of it when I can, when I am my most pale. And then I've got, what's next? Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. And it's just a deluxe size sample. I've seen tons of people trying to pan these as well on YouTube. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see. I've been using this a lot and like not even a little bit of a dip in it. So that's definitely going to take a while to work out in my collection. I'll see if I can even use it up in the year. Probably not. Then I've got a Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Concept. And again, it's just kind of a mini, like I said, I travel a lot, so I really like mini size products. I find they're a lot easier just to bring with me in my suitcase and whatnot. And when I say I travel a lot, it's like 2/3 of my month I'm on the road, so I love the mini size products. So this is what it looks like, and you can see I've got quite a bit of a dip here. There's no pan yet. I mean, there is a little bit of pan right here, but it was actually a little piece that broke off, so I'm not counting that. But you can see the rings, and I've worn off the pattern, so there's a ton of product in here though, so I don't know how long it's going to take to hit pan. I'll be super happy when I do. It's actually the shade I'm wearing today over top of my like super hot blushing naturally face. Next product here, I've got Becca. What shade is this? Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal. Again, little mini size. I love the minis. But there's still a ton of product in here, even for a mini. Like, it's 2.4 grams, so that's a lot. I mean, like, a highlighter takes forever to use up. So this is what it looks like. Like I said, it's Opal, so a lot of people have seen Opal before. And I've been using it almost every day, but like I said, you can see there's a bit of a dip in there, but I still think like that's a ton of product. It's gonna take forever to use. What do we have left? I think just 2 things left. So I've got a lip balm. It's the Smith's Strawberry Lip Balm from the Rosebud Perfume Company. And this thing is huge. I've actually used up a whole one of these before, but you can see how big this thing is. It's 22 grams of product, and I've been using this like every night before bed for like a year. So this is what it looks like. I don't have any pan on it. I've kind of been working away the sides, but you can see like there's a huge dip in it. Like if I wanted to hit pan and just focus on the center, I totally could. But yeah, you can see like huge dip in it. So I'm hoping I can use that up by the end of the year. I love this lip balm. It's an awesome formula. It's thick enough that it doesn't slide around the lips, but you also don't wake up feeling like your face is covered in lip balm. And I love the strawberry scent as well, especially the one in the pot. I actually have another one that comes in the tube form, and I find that formula is a bit more slippery and kind of slides around a bit more. It doesn't last as long on the lips. So yeah, huge fan of this. And it's pretty cheap. I think I paid like $8 for this. And I think just one thing left, and it is a perfume. It is Guess Seductive. So it looks like this. And I've had this one for quite a while, so I was trying to move it out of my collection, and I actually have another bottle of this, so really want to work it out. And it's quite a big bottle. It's 75 milliliters, so I use it quite often, but you can't see a whole lot of progress. When I put it in the project, I don't know if you can see, I actually marked a line. If I set it here, I marked a line right here, and you can see it has gone down a little bit, but I've used this like a ton and it's taken forever to move it down at all. So I think it's definitely going to be the whole year to work that one out of my collection. And I don't use it every day. Like when I travel and I'm on the road, I'm not using that one. I use like little mini samples or roller balls that I have. So it's going to take a while to use that one out, but use that one up, sorry. But it's one of my favorite scents. Like I really love it. It's nice pretty much for all seasons as well. So yeah, huge fan of that one, but I want to work it out in my collection because it is the oldest perfume that I've got. So hope I didn't miss anything. Those are all of my products that I'm trying to use up in 2018. So kind of like an intro plus a little mini update. So I'll try to keep you guys posted. I'm probably going to try to update every 2 months for these just so that you can actually see some good progress. So in the meantime, I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. I know they're probably a little bit rough around the edges until I get the hang of this YouTube thing, but I'd love for you guys to subscribe and follow me on my panning, makeup, beauty journey. It's Valentine's Day when I'm filming this, so happy Valentine's Day. I hope you guys are all getting spoiled rotten. Bye.